Hello, my name's Scott Perry. I'm a professional magician and this is a magic review.
It's a kind of magic.
In today's review, we're going to have a closer look at Love Bandana version 2 by Lee Alex. The TLDR on this is it's so good. It's so well made. It does exactly what it promises to do. Really high quality. There are a few shortfalls with it, with the product and what you receive, but nothing crazy. If you like what you see, and you have a purpose for it in your magic shows, in your magic performances, definitely pick it up. It's a fantastic trick. But what is it? So essentially, it says bandana, but it's not a bandana. It's not a silk either. Actually, it's a satin. What us magicians would call silks, but it's made out of satin. So it's a black satin silk with or black satin handkerchief. Like, I understand why he's calling it bandana now. With a red border, and then it basically changes to have lots of love hearts on it, and it can also change back. I should have had a little bit of footage on the screen of Lee Alex performing it. So that's what it is. The idea is that you throw confetti up, and the confetti love hearts populate this empty blank space, or you can do it the opposite way around, where you have all of the love hearts on the material, and then you can shake them all off, and the confetti floats down, and all of the love hearts disappear from the I'm just going to call it a silk. So that's the effect. That's what it is, and it's wonderful. It's yeah, it's really great. What do you get? You get the silk itself. You get some written instructions as well. You get a bunch of love hearts, and then you get a link to the tutorial instructions. You also get this. I'm not entirely sure what this is for. It's never mentioned in any of the instructions. It's a satin white love heart. I don't know if that's a template to cut around confetti or to make your own confetti. I have no idea. I have no idea what that's for, but you get that in your package. So that is what you receive. You also receive a link. The instructions are roughly like 6 minutes or 7 minutes long. Lee could have done a little bit better with this. He could have explained a little bit more. There could have been more information, but overall, he teaches you how it works, and that's what you get when you buy Love Bandana version 2. How easy is it? Extremely easy. If you can hold a silk like this by two corners, and then you can hold it by one corner and shake it, you can perform it. So it's very, very easy. Any kind of magician could do this. Even a child could perform this. So the skill level or the skill threshold for this is very low. Yeah, it's approachable for anyone of all kinds of skill levels. Reset time, the silk resets very quickly. So in performing it, you also reset it. So it only takes a couple of seconds to reset this. However, if you do want to use the confetti, then of course you will have to fill the inside of the silk with a little bit of confetti if you want the love hearts to fall off of it. And of course, if you're throwing the love hearts onto it, there's no reset time. You will have to, if you want to perform the same effect again, where you throw the love hearts onto it, you will have to reset the silk, but you can do that in a couple of seconds in the action of putting it back in your bag or back in your box or back in your performing space. It literally takes a couple of seconds to reset it. As I say, the only other thing that you need to think about is if you want to refill the inside of the silk with some love heart confetti, which will take, 10, 20, 30 seconds. Angles are fantastic. You can pretty much perform this 360 degrees. I would say that, street performers, this would be great for. You would have to get biodegradable confetti, but I don't think that would be a problem. I'm sure lots of places sell that, or you can just make your own. But yeah, I think as a whole, it's lovely. You could also use real rose petals if you wanted to, and do it that way, where you take loads of rose petals which are natural and biodegrade, and you get someone to take a handful and throw them over you, and the red roses turn into love with the story or something like that. So yes, in terms of angles, there are no restrictions. 360 degrees, it's very safe to perform from any angle in any situation. Pocket space is a little bit of a tough one. I don't think this is something that people would perform anywhere other than like a set performance. So no strolling magician is going to be performing this. And the reason I say that is because the silk is made out of satin, so it's quite thick, and it's quite weighty as well. It's a high quality satin. So in terms of pocket space, I'm not sure how relevant that is, because I don't think you would put this, I don't think anyone would put this in their pocket. But you can easily, if you wanted to, if it suited your situation and your performance style, you could easily put this in your back pocket. You could easily, it will fit in any pocket basically. The only pocket that I would say it potentially wouldn't fit in is a jeans pocket, a front jeans pocket. You would struggle to squeeze it in there. But almost every other kind of clothing pocket, I think it would fit in. It wouldn't fit in a top pocket either. But every other pocket, you're safe. But as I say, I'm sure you already know this. This is not the kind of trick that you're going to do in that situation. This is more of a trick for an audience in parlor, on stage, or street performing, or any of those variations of those scenarios. So yes, that's the situation with pocket space. My final thoughts on this are that just in a TLDR, I think it's fantastic. I think the instructions fall a little bit short. I think there should have been some mention of the confetti, the love heart confetti. I think Lee should have said something about maybe the confetti that he's used, if it's crate paper, if it's like, what kind of paper is this? Not everyone is in the arts and crafts world. Not everyone is a professional magician. Not everyone works with props like this all the time. So it would be nice if he had included the process of how he makes these hearts. And it also would have been nice if he just like mentioned where you can buy the little cutouts, where it's like a stamper and it cuts out hearts. Because again, some people might not be aware that these kinds of things exist. So I do think that the instruction should have been a bit more comprehensive, rather than the 4, 5, 6 minutes that it is. He should have gone into a little bit more detail. He should have also talked about, so all of the instructions are just to music, but I think there should have been something in the instructions about care and washing of the love bandana. It is mentioned in the written instructions. It does tell you exactly how to clean it, but I just think there should have been something a little bit more comprehensive with the instructions. Also, it is mentioned in most of the listings on magic shops. It does smell. I think it's a cardamom smell that it comes infused with. So when you open it up, don't think that there's something wrong with it. It's actually infused with a scent. I think that's everything that I have to say about Love Bandana version 2. I love it. I'm definitely going to be performing it. I have some shows coming up that are more stand-up, more parlor shows, and I'm really looking forward to creating a routine around it and seeing how audiences react. So yeah, that's Love Bandana version 2. If you have any questions about it, post it in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, stay subscribed, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next review.